All right, hey guys, we are going to be discussing your 7 chakras. It has been quite a journey for me to even get to this part in the video. My recording studio is set up, I'm ready to rock and roll and to deliver to you what probably is going to be a life-changing video. Because chakras has changed my life. It has improved so many aspects about my life, from healing to better in my relationships to connecting to other people, improving my relationships with my family, my friends, my kids, and also to creating things in my life. So that's what I believe chakras and meditation and visualization can do for you, and I have to share it with everybody. So here we go. Now, the 7 chakras, I'm going to give basically a broad overview. This video is going to be a little bit long. I'm going to try to stick to the script, which is like my big thing, is being able to do that, which is why I like doing slideshows, so I can stay on task. But there are 7 energy systems in your body, and they are these 7 chakras. So we're going to talk through all 7 of them. There are several more chakras that exist outside of you, but these are the 7 that are basically the most popular and the most life-changing. And we're going to talk about cleaning, clearing, and balancing them, so basically your life starts to work. Now, what are the benefits to knowing anything about chakras? Because this can be, we're starting to hear a little bit more education about them. We're starting to understand a little bit about what they might mean and how they can benefit us. So what I like to do is really give you hard and fast and simple but powerful tools to use to help increase the benefits and start kind of getting in the flow of life and bringing in more joy, peace, health, harmony, all of those things. So there we go. Let's do this. Sorry, I'm moving myself around because this is, all right. The benefits to mastering your chakras. Now, one is huge. It's stopping old patterns. Now, I don't know about you, but I have a lot of patterns in my life that keep showing up when I try to start a new business or try to move my business forward. They can show up when you're trying to start a new relationship, change careers, and you're just trying to make things work in your life, but there's this thing that just you kind of keep energetically butting up against, and that's an energy chakra that is stuck, okay? Or it's dirty, or it's clogged, or it's blocked somehow, or it's not the same size as your other chakras, so you don't have that flow. So this is going to help with stopping the old patterns from resurfacing. Healing broken relationships, whether you're healing from a breakup, a divorce, a departure in a relationship, or it's just a relationship like that's with your family that you want to improve, that you just can't seem to do in the physical world. You can do a lot of that in the energy world. You're going to balance the chaos in your life. If you're dealing with a lot of stress, a lot of chaos or disorganization, this is going to help kind of bring harmony to that. Clear old limiting beliefs or energy blocks. Just like what I was saying before, is let's say you went through a breakup and now you're ready to kind of look into getting into another relationship, but you have these energy blocks or these limiting beliefs that you took from one relationship to another. Now you learned a lot, so you get to adapt what you might not accept in a new relationship, but you also took on maybe some limiting beliefs that are, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, men can't be trusted or women can't be trusted. Any of those things, that's going to limit you from really finding joy. And that kind of creates a sticky point in a chakra. So it prevents you from moving into that harmonious relationship, this loving, healthy relationship that you want to be a part of. Manifest with ease. This is manifesting from your thought through your emotions, but also creating some physical item, object, a car, a new pair of shoes, a new house, or some of the emotional things. I want to feel peace. I want to have more fun and adventure in my life. So all of those things can be easier when we learn how to balance our chakras. Obviously, any emotional experience you want to have, peace, fun, love, harmony, balance, any of those things, of course, you can find with chakras. That even can be simply found with meditation. Also creating healthy boundaries, allowing us to be strong in our beliefs and creating boundaries for people so we can gain some respect and feel empowered in our lives, and also help happier, healthier, and balanced. I mean, isn't that really is all what we all want? We want healthier and happier and balance in our life. So how do the chakras create chaos and or harmony? Well, each chakra, all of the 7 chakras that we're talking about, all are related to a certain aspect in our lives, whether it's a physical thing about our lives, like there's, our nervous system, our endocrine system, our digestive system, all are related to a certain chakra. Also, the physical things in our life, whether it's how we manifest things in our lives or how we communicate with our loved ones, our sexuality, our creativity, and even feeling that we have purpose on this planet. They're all related to our chakras. And our physicality, where it is like our low back, anything that's happening in our head, whether we get headaches or we see clearly or we have psychic abilities, our joints, our lower body, all the way down to our fingertips. So every aspect basically of our lives, you can relate to a specific chakra. When they're out of balance, we see that in our physical world, whether it shows up as an ailment or shows up where I got this recurring pattern that's just this negativity. I get out of one relationship and into another one that's just crappy. It's the same thing, it's just a different name. Or I go from job to job and I still am not earning enough money, or I can't keep the money that I do earn, or my car breaks down all the time. All of these things are relatable to certain chakras, and we're going to talk about those today. If you see a certain pattern that keeps showing up, is find out which chakra that's related to, start working and focusing on cleaning and clearing that chakra, and you're going to see a nice physical shift. Now, I do want to tell you this. When we're going through this video, please feel free to have a sheet of paper next to you where as I touch on some of this that you're writing down, oh yeah, I'm all root chakra, or oh yeah, I'm throat chakra, because throughout the next 7 weeks or 8 weeks, I'm going to be diving deep into each of the 7 chakras, giving you tools and a meditation walkthrough or a visual walkthrough to help you clean and clear that specific chakra. So you're going to want to have some notes. So when we do those live videos, you're able to ask those questions and get that feedback so we can customize these videos to you, because this is about you. This isn't just about me taking the chakra information and dumping it on you. This is about me helping you and customizing this program based on what you need and how you need to start moving your life forward. Okay. We can't change anything no matter how hard we try if we're working on the physical world. So let's say my relationships are sucky with my kids, my husband or wife, my neighbors, my family, and I just can't get along with anybody. Well, no matter how hard I try to control the people around me, if I don't, that's hard. Even though it looks easy, I can blame all of those people. I can blame my family, but it really isn't them, it's me. It gets created in my thoughts, it gets created in my energy system, then through my emotions, and then it shows up out in the physical world. We are taught the other way around. The physical world, the world is how it is, and then we just respond or we react to it. Well, that's not reality. Everything gets created from our minds first. Everything does. And as much as that puts a lot of responsibility on us, it's kind of good and bad. Where in one breath, it's like, oh my God, like I am responsible for some of the things that are going on in this world. So if we can clean and clear our thoughts and our feelings about those things will clean up. And because there's no other way for it to. I know I become so intense about this because it's so important for us as a human society, for us to really understand that it happens with me. When Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world, that's what he meant. If you want to stop war, then stop having war inside of you and start creating peace in your own life. And that's going to emanate, and the energy is going to reach your immediate family, your friends, and then they're going to do it, and it's just going to go on and on and on. And that's going to be what helps us create peace in this world. So working on our own energy system is where it starts, because that's where big shifts start to happen. Okay. Number 4, changing the energy pattern So when you work on the energy pattern that's within you, you're going to start seeing those patterns change outside of you. So clean and clear, balance your chakras, and you're going to start seeing the shifts in the physical world, which is amazing to see. And then the chakras are related to certain organs, body systems, and musculature. Okay? Now, okay, here's how I want you to visualize the chakras. Is like little gears that are all stacked on and connected to each other. Because here's how I want you to understand the whole picture, as well as how each chakra plays a role in your own life. So if you take, let's say, this yellow chakra, which is your solar plexus on this image, and if they're all gears and they're all touching each other, so if that one's spinning, it automatically spins all of the other ones. And if that one gets stuck or dirty or blocked or clogged, then it stops the flow of the other ones above there. You notice that when something in your life is going bad, it's kind of like it trickles down into all other aspects. If I'm having a bad relationship with my son, it tends to flow over into other relationships. Now I'm crabby at work and all of my relationships start to fall apart and I can't function, I can't focus. Then it starts showing up physically in my body, where now my body doesn't feel very good. I'm having low back pain, I get headaches frequently. That's why that happens, is because you have one that's out of balance and it starts to shift and change, and then this one can't work very well. And even though it's only this one that is having the problem. So we want to make sure that we are focused on, if we can focus on one and balance and clean and clear it, that's going to help trickle the rest of them. Okay, so when we start with these, this bottom one is your root chakra. And actually the root chakra sits this way. If you can see my hand. The root chakra sits this way, where all of the other ones sit facing out like this, and then they're all interconnected, okay? So the root chakra sits down like this, and the energy flow goes down into the earth, anchoring you to the earth so you feel safe, grounded, and that you have a purpose on this planet. The next one, and that is the basis of trust, survival, that's food, shelter, money, that's all of everything that is your reason for being on this planet, but everything that you need to survive on this planet. Okay. The next one is called your sacral chakra. That's represented by the color orange, and the root chakra is red. The sacral chakra is sexuality, creativity, reproduction. It's also your creating in this world to producing something for the world to enjoy, whether you are pushing carts at a local grocery store, or whether you are writing a book, or a public speaker, or you're a CEO of a large company. You're producing something with your mind, with your physical body, and producing something that the rest of the world can enjoy, whether you're just organizing shelves or writing a book or painting a picture. That's represented by the color orange. And that is, okay, your root chakra is actually located at the base of your spine, is what we say, but it is really way at the base of you, between your sexual organs and your anus. So I hate to say it, it's a little bit, but that's where it's located. So now if you need to work on your root chakra, you now can focus on where that energy is and help to clean and clear it. You should know where the location is so you can put your attention there. The sacral chakra is located just above the genital area and below the belly button. So it's low, and again, that's sexual energy and creativity. That's represented by the color orange. The next one is your solar plexus, and that is like below your diaphragm, above your belly button, and that is like the physical, the energetic brain. That's where you feel sucker punched. That's where you get that drop in your stomach when traumatic events happen. That is the power. That's your wisdom. That's your power center, is what we call that. That's represented by yellow. The green is your heart chakra. That's right here at the center of your chest. That, of course, is love, healing, passion, compassion. Those are all represented right there. If you're having trouble in relationships, heart chakra it depends on what the problem of the relationship is. But if you can't receive love or you can't give love, heart chakra is the one to spend some time with. And we're going to go over these here in just a minute. We're going to get into a little bit more detail. And this is where you're going to be taking some notes. The throat chakra is right here right below the Adam's apple, but above like where your collarbones meet, kind of this hollow spot right here, that's your throat chakra. That's all about communication. That is your self-expression. That is how you talk to people. That is how even you receive information, but that is creating boundaries. All of that is located there as well, and represented by blue. Right here, right between the eyebrows, is your third eye. This is represented, this is awareness, this is your psychic abilities, your intuition, your instinct is all represented right there. And that color is indigo. The next one is the crown chakra. This sits right up here above the top of your head. And this is basically your connection to divine energy, the cosmic energy, universe, God. This is your spirituality. This is where your connection comes in and you are connected to divine energy. So you can see now, and this one sits this way where your root chakra sits this way, and then all of the other ones are flat facing in and out. It's kind of a funnel. They bring in information and they sort out that information, and it gives you this energy vitality. You want them to be opened. You also want them to be balanced. And balanced means that, you know, my throat chakra is this big, but my root chakra is this big. You want them to be, doesn't matter the size of them, but you want them to be all the same size. You want them all to spin at the same rate, and you want them all to be clean. So these are all gears, and they're all making your life either work right or not work right. So this is why this is so important and such valuable information to have, because when you get one of them's out of balance, you know right away what's out of balance, but it also creates this imbalance with the other one. So you get one in balance, you're like, oh, that one gear is kind of a mess. I'm going to clean and clear that gear, and then everybody else starts to work. You bring in cosmic divine energy, and it goes through the third eye, it goes through your throat chakra into your heart, and it's just this expressive, goes in through solar, sacral, grounds you to the earth and the planet, and you have perfect harmony with everything that's on this planet and your life experience. What else do we need to know, really? All right, and then moving on, let me try and get this off the screen here. Okay, now, these are certain phrases that go with each chakra. And see if right now, if you could kind of get yourself anchored and grounded here and open to which one of these chakras is the one that's yelling out to me the most. So what I want you to do, if you would be willing to participate, is I want you to close your eyes and just listen as I read each phrase and see which one gets a little bloop, a little bubble, a little physical response in your body. And then I want you to write that down on that piece of paper. Okay, so close your eyes. Here's the first one. This is the root chakra. I belong. And see if that resonates at all in your body. Okay, the next one, sacral. I want. Solar plexus. I can. Heart chakra. I love. Throat. I talk. Third eye, I see. And crown chakra, I am. So if any of those resonated with you, or you got any kind of a physical response in your body, jot that down, which chakra it was, which response it was, and then maybe even where you felt that in your body. What got triggered? Did you have a sensation behind your eyes? Did you get a little feeling in your stomach? Was there a tingling sensation? Could be good, could be bad. It could be either. It's just communication. Sorry. And then just make a note of that, because as I go through these and it starts to become more pronounced, and as we go through the next 7 or 8 weeks looking at each of the chakras, it's going to become more and more apparent to you where we need to focus. So now let's give a little bit more information about each chakra. Okay, the root chakra. We know already this is the color red. The element is earth. So if you are feeling that you really need to open or clean and clear, and you want to do it in a different way, maybe other than visualizing, you could go outside, walk in the grass, you could exercise, moving your body, feeling your body on this planet. That's going to help just kind of get that one moving and get it kind of cleaning and clearing up, okay? The location is the base of the spine, which is what we say, but it really is at the low part of the pelvis. The objective is like how is this related? It corresponds to the physical body and its connection to the planet. So this is your purpose. This is survival. This is you being here on this earth for a reason and feeling your purpose on this planet. So it's like a foundation. So feeling like I'm standing on this foundation. So we do what's called a grounding exercise, and we talk about how we could use mala beads or feeling even a meditation pillow and feeling your body sitting or standing on the planet or sitting in the chair or your feet on the floor. This will help you to feel more grounded, more centered, and really feel here, like feel balanced. It's concerned with the basics of survival, food, shelter, safety, comfort, and belonging. It deals with survival. Now it's blocked by fear. So when we have a limiting belief that I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I can't do this, I don't know what I'm doing, he doesn't love me, she doesn't love me, any of those things that produce fear in the body can kind of knock that chakra out. It can kind of prevent you from feeling here. And if it's out of balance, you feel overwhelmed, you feel chaos, you feel loopy, you can't focus, you feel distracted. So all of these things would show the emotion of what the heck is going on. And once you can identify it, now you can go through a grounding exercise, clean and clear that chakra, and you start to feel amazing. So all of that is good. Okay. And it's balanced by surrender. So the emotion of surrendering, if you are feeling like you really are having a hard time getting it together, and you want to feel grounded, I surrender. If you're not making enough money and you're just feeling like the bills are piling up and you're getting more and more overwhelmed and creating more chaos and disorganization, is go through a grounding exercise. You can use tiger eye, you can use sandalwood mala beads, you can use lava stone, you can use all different kinds of tools to help you to get grounded, to feel like you're here on this planet for a reason, and then just surrender to those things. That's going to help release that fear and then clean and clear that chakra. All right, the next one, your sacral chakra. So again, located just above, like below your belly button. The color is represented in orange. You know what else I figured out that I thought was really interesting when I was working with these chakras is my favorite color forever and ever and ever was red. Ever. Always. And everything was red. Well, to me, that kind of represented where I was in my life and what I was dealing with as it relates to my root chakra. Making money, starting a business, trying to feel my way through and trying to figure out my purpose here. But now I'm starting, even though my favorite color will always be red, but I'm leaning more towards purple as I do this work and I clean and clear my own chakras and I meditate and I use mala beads, that I'm leaning more towards like blue and green and purple, which I find to be really interesting because it's always been red. So that'll be an interesting thing for you to write down, and let's see what's your favorite color, and let's relate it. And let's just see how that relates to you. Okay. So the element for the sacral is water. So if you're wanting to loosen up the sacral chakra, drinking ice cold water, swimming in water, wading in water, doing things that relate to water, whether you're watering your plants or I don't know what else. Just like the root chakra and the earth, the other one is like gardening, getting your hands in the dirt and planting a tree, climbing a tree, feeling grounded. And then this one is dealing with water. So now the objective is sexuality, the nature of your relationships, freedom from guilt, pleasure, sensation, creativity, and the joys of life. So if you're not feeling joy, this could very well be the one to focus on. This deals with overall pleasure. How many times have you wanted to go do something, or wanted to spend a little money on something, or wanted to engage in something new, and then immediately following that is guilt? I shouldn't spend the money on this. I shouldn't spend the time on this. I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't act this way. I shouldn't have this fun. Whatever it is, I shouldn't take this vacation. It's blocked by guilt. We want our chakras to be open. Now, how do we balance it? Forgiveness. Now, this doesn't necessarily always mean forgiving other people. It could be forgiving you, forgiving yourself that you spent the money on that vacation, and allowing yourself to move into a more joyous state. Okay. The next one is your solar plexus. Again, represented by yellow. This element is fire. So you might stare at a candle, build a fire, a campfire, smell the flames, look at the flames. You might do, I'm not saying go be a pyromaniac or whatever that is, where you're lighting fires and blowing stuff up, but spend some time with fire, looking at it, or candles and stuff like that. The location is above the navel. The objective is, this is about your relationship with yourself. This is your power center. This is where your willpower sits here. This is about you taking action in your life. This is your self-esteem, your self-worth, and your freedom from shame. I'm just going to be me. This is allowing you to be you. This is allowing you to be the confident, loving, sexual, joyous, harmonious person that you are. And I don't mean sexual like sexual. I just mean that you're just this person who deserves the pleasure and the joy that life has to bring, and be able to do that without shame. It deals with willpower, and it's blocked by shame, and it's balanced by acceptance. And this is big time self-acceptance, accepting where you are in life, financially, accepting where you are physically, accepting where you are in your relationships, and then you can start to adapt. But you have to accept where you are. If you fight against where you are, your solar plexus is not able to really freely move. All right. Okay, good. All right, the next one, your heart chakra, represented by the color green. The element, of course, is love. So the lower chakras, your root, your sacral, and your solar, those are about the physical world. They're about your physical experience on this planet. Once we get to the heart chakra and the rest of them, we now are talking about your spiritual development, your spiritual connection to the divine. And so now we're dealing with more energy elements instead of physical elements like water, fire, and earth. Okay, so now we're talking about love. Location is the middle of the chest. The objective is love and spirituality, compassion. This is your emotional zone. This is where all your emotions lie and stem from. This is the masculine and the feminine self. And forgiveness. Love doesn't mean that only love for others. It also applies to self-love and self-acceptance. So this is basically the real space of acceptance and compassion and love, and but love for yourself and love for others. Of course, it deals with love. It's blocked by grief. So when you are feeling grief, you notice that when something happens, there's a loss of a loved one, and you are just completely encompassed with the emotion of grief, you notice that all the things that you really love to do, you don't even care about, because this chakra is blocked. So how do we balance the chakra? It's by release. Self-acceptance is cleaning and clearing that energy, and allowing the reality of what has happened to come to a place of acceptance. And you are releasing your grief out into the world. And there's a way to do that. When we get into the heart chakra, I believe in week 4, then we will talk about how you release those lower vibrating emotions of depression, anxiety, sadness, grief, all of those things that can be released and let go of. The throat chakra, represented by the color blue. The element is sound. Location, it's the hollow point of your neck, or at the base of your neck, right here in your throat. This is all about your communication. This is self-expression, your voice. You're creating your boundaries, speaking your truth, saying no when you want to say no, saying yes when you want to say yes, And it's coming from the center of your willpower. So these guys are really connected, your sacral and your throat chakra, but you have to open them up through the love and your heart chakra. It's all interrelated. You're like opening this canal. You can't get one without the other, really. It creates this clog if one of them is blocked. But if you have them open, you now can have love of self, your willpower to say what you want to say, and then you can speak your truth. This comes from the center of listening and being heard. So if you have a word where nobody ever understands me, I'm having a hard time speaking, I can't get my point across, this is all throat chakra. Also shows up physically in the body, in the throat. Deals with communication. It's blocked by lies. Now, this doesn't mean that you're going out and telling people things that are lies or whatever. It just means that sometimes if we don't speak our truth, it's not true, and so then it's a lie. And when we do that, it tends to block it. It blocks the energy life force from moving freely through. It gets stuck here, and it creates some physical ailment. Tonsillitis, strep throat, sore throat, cough, something like that. Anytime I get clients in and they're dealing with anything in the throat, I immediately say, what do you need to say? And they look at me and they're like, what are you talking about? And I said, well, there's either something you need to say or there's someone you need to say something to. And they're like, well, you know, my brother, he's been really this, and I've been really wanting to tell him that. Okay, let's say it. We don't have to have your brother here, but let's say it. Let's say what it is you need to say. Pretend I'm him, or but verbally say what you need to say to him, and let's clear that energy out, get it moving, clean up the chakra, and now look at sore throat goes away. I've coached people who came to me with a sore throat and left my session without a sore throat, and they could have been experiencing it for 10 days. Or strep throat, or tonsillitis, or a headache, and a headache is a third eye, but they come to me with some ailment. Yeah, I've been suffering this headache, or back pain, or shoulder pain, or hip, whatever, knee pain, whatever. And we work on that chakra. I walk them through a meditation, a visualization. They go through the tools, and they're done. And the next day, I always hear, I feel much better. I slept through the night. My sore throat is gone. My back pain feels much better. So this is the energy work. It's just a matter of knowing what to do. And this is balanced by truth. Moving that energy out makes a huge difference than trying to physically deal with something that's out there. Okay. The third eye, this is represented by the indigo. The element is light, and the location is right here, right between the eyebrows. And when I do a visual of this one, I usually have you picture the third eye. Where do you see that? Is the eye open? Is it closed? Is it blinking? What's it doing? So those are some visuals. If you want to even close your eyes and just kind of visualize that space, you'll get an idea if it's open or closed. The objective is responsible for psychic abilities such as intuition or instinct, as well as your purpose in life. Self-reflection, visualization, discernment, and trust in your own intuition. We all have psychic abilities. If we align our chakras, we will be able to get divine information and divine guidance all the time. I mean, you all at different stages in your life or different times in your life have felt the deja vu or a coincidence. I was just talking about you, and then you see him in the grocery store. That is not an accident. That is divine guidance, where you put out the energy of this person and divine guidance leads you to that grocery store, and there that person is. So these are all things that can start happening more often if you're open to it, to allowing a little bit of guidance to come into your life to just help you to move through your life with joy, but also to have just a little bit of help from a higher perspective that we can't see down here on this planet. It deals with insight, and it's blocked by illusion. So if you ever read like Course in Miracles or the Bhagavad Gita, you will understand that everything that you're experiencing right now on this planet is an illusion. It's hard to grasp that because our five senses prevent us from seeing that, prevent us because we think I am sitting at this desk and I am looking out this window at these objects, but it really is all happening inside, and it is all an illusion. And if you can accept that, which is hard to do because you have five senses that are telling you that it's not, but if you can come around to a place of accepting that, you really can open up a new door for yourself and new opportunities and new life. And then it's balanced by connection, and that's connecting all of us to all things. We are all connected. We are all leaves, part of this greater tree, grounded into the earth and expanded out into the universe. And it makes no sense for us to fight with each other. We're all part of the same organism. All right. The last one is the crown chakra. It is represented by the color purple or clear, like clear quartz. The element is thought. The location is about 6 inches above your head, laying flat like this. Can you see me? Right there. There we go. The objective is a connection between you and the divine, you and God, you and source energy, you and the universal energy. It is responsible for your spirituality and your belief systems, what you believe to be true or not true, your revelations, the divine consciousness, and enlightenment. Your brain functions and the central nervous system are controlled by the crown chakra. So if you are having nervous system issues, your crown chakra may not be open, it may not be clean, it may not be balanced. We can work on that. It helps kind of put all the nervous system into order. You want that flow. You want to unkink the hose and allow clean, clear, fresh water to flow through your life. That's your energy, your life source, your energy source. It deals with cosmic energy. It's blocked by earthly attachments. So I've got to have the iPhone 17. I've got to have this big, beautiful house. I have to have all this money. When we become attached to things like that, it tends to block and it tends to clog the crown chakra. So it is balanced by letting go. And it's hard to do that. It doesn't mean you have to get rid of things, but you have to let go so you don't have that obsession about things. Okay? So those are the 7 chakras and what their meanings are. So I'm hoping that you took some notes, and I'm hoping that you are able to identify with some of those, like, oh, yeah, that's totally me, and I really need to work on that one, or I resonate with that color, I resonate with what she said about that particular thing. Make sure that you're taking notes. And right now, I'm just going to walk you through a short video just to kind of stimulate all of those chakras and try to get a little bit more balance and to kind of get the flow of things. So if you're interested in participating, if you will please close your eyes, get comfortable. I'm going to walk you through a meditation to just help with cleaning and clearing and balancing those chakras. And this is something that you could do on your own anytime and how you might do that. Okay? All right, so in your relaxed position, preferably sitting, but you don't have to be. You could be laying down. I want you to picture at the base of your spine, at the base of you, your root chakra. So picture this red color like a disc that's laying flat. And it's parallel to the ground. And immediately you should be able, or I shouldn't say should, but you could see the size of it. You could see if it's spinning or not. Sometimes you might even see that it's dirty, that it's got some specks on it. It should be this vibrant, beautiful red, spinning, whatever the size is. Just visualize it for a second. Just feel if you feel any sensations there. Try to put all your awareness right there. Feel that chakra. And you're not going to make any notes at the moment as we go through all the chakras, but I will give you a moment, or you can pause this video and then make any notes of what it felt like or what you saw. All right, now we're going to move up to the sacral chakra, which is just below the belly button. That's an orange. You're going to feel that orange. Now this one is laying parallel to you. So see if you can see how big that is, if there's any specks on it, if it's clean, clear, is it spinning, not spinning. Just feel what you feel. Good. And at the same time, I'm just, during this video, for any people who are currently watching, anybody who will watch in the future, I'm just going to send out some loving energy to just help you to visualize these chakras, and then just a little cleansing, clearing energy to help you clean them up. All right, so just make a mental note about what that one might be doing. Now we're going to move up to the solar plexus. This is basically in the inside of your diaphragm, below your rib cage, above your belly button. This is yellow. Just feel what this one feels like. Is it spinning, not spinning? Do you get a sense of how big this one is compared to the other two? Good. Okay, just make a mental note about what you see. All right, moving up. The heart chakra, right at the middle of your chest. Just bring your attention to that space. This is green. And you don't have to force it to be green. You might see a different color. You might see brown. You might see white, black. You want it to have a hint of green. When it's clean and clear and balanced, it will have a green color to it. Just make a mental note of what it's doing. If it's spinning, clean, bright, vibrant, what color it might be showing up as for you right now. And then moving up to the throat chakra, right at the base, like right at where your collarbones meet, right at the base of your neck. This is blue. What do you see? Is it spinning? Is it clean, clear? Is it vibrant in color? How big is it? That shows you a lot. Mine is usually huge, but I also talk a lot. I'm a public speaker, so my communication is very important and very pronounced. So I always have to kind of bring mine in so I can listen. So make a mental note of how big yours is. Good. All right, moving up to the third eye, right between the eyebrows. Represented in like an indigo color. Can you see the third eye? At this moment in time, can you tell if it's open or closed or blinking? If it's doing anything? It could just be a disc. It's quite all right. Whatever you see is perfect for you. Okay. Make a mental note about what that one's doing. And now let's move up to the crown. 6 inches above your head, laying flat. So this is perpendicular to your body, parallel to the ground. Represented by purple or clear. How big is it? What color is showing up? And can you tell if it's clean or clear? Also, how fast, if it's spinning, how fast is it spinning? Good. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little grounding exercise. So picturing still at the top of your head, I want you to picture all universal energy in the form of white light. This is loving energy. This is your energy life force. This is cosmic energy, all coming in from all universal corners of the universe and coming in as a laser beam light right above your head, coming in through your crown chakra. This is going to help clean them and balance them so they're all the same size. It doesn't matter how big they are at this moment. Let's just have them all be the same size. And you can choose whatever size is right for you. Just give yourself permission, give yourself confidence to just whatever you want to do, whatever feels right. Act like you know what you're doing. You've done this before. Feel confident. And bring in that white light through the crown chakra, and it's like a hose. You're just gonna blast that thing clear. Clear, clean, and it's going to become a vibrant color for you, whether it's clear and glowing or purple, whatever color. And then we're going to move on to the third eye. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to bring that light in. It's just going to fill up that space right between your eyebrows, making it clean, clear, making it glow. I'll move down into the throat chakra. Clean, clear it. Blast that light, that loving, joyous light through your whole throat area. Let it expand into all the muscles, into your esophagus, into all of that space in your throat and in your neck. Cleaning that chakra. Moving all the way down now into your heart. Blasting that white light all through your heart, the organ, all the valves, the chest, the rib cage, everything. Cleaning all that space up. Showing that beautiful, clean, brilliant green. Moving down now into the solar plexus, so below the rib cage, throughout your whole stomach, your intestine, your digestive, your lower back. Moving all in, spreading that light around, cleaning and clear that chakra. Good. Now move down into the sacral. Clean and clear it. Blast all that white light through the pelvic region, your hips. Clean up that orange, making it brilliant and bright and clean and the same size as all the other chakras. Good. Now I'll move it down all the way to the root chakra. Clean and clear. It's below the pelvis, down into the legs, the hips. Making it and cleaning it, making it this bright red and making it all the same size. Now right from the root chakra, I want you to send this beautiful, brilliant white light down into the earth, all the way down through the foundation that you're sitting on or laying on right now. Down through the earth, through the sand, through the gravel, through limestone, sandstone, all the way down to the core of the earth, wrapping it around the center of the earth, grounding you here on this planet. Good. Giving you reason to be here, giving you reason and purpose, anchoring you here. Breathe that white light. Your whole body is now consumed with this white, joyous love light. Once it wraps around the core of the earth, I want it to come back up into the body. Bring it all the way back through all the different layers of the earth, sandstone, limestone, sand, grass. Bring it all the way back up into the body. Now you have earth energy flowing through the body, as well as universal energy flowing through the body. And now breathe in, breathe deep, feeling this joy energy. Now I want you to picture yourself with your hand on the right side of your body, spinning all of those chakras. So they all spin at the same rate, all interconnected, all spinning together, all the same size, all clean and clear and balanced. Let's do it one more time. Spin the chakras on the right side of the body. Okay. Now before you open your eyes, I want you to bring your attention to right in the middle of your head. Bring all your awareness and all your attention to what it feels like to be right in the middle of your head. Anything that's in the middle of your head right now, any chaos, any thoughts, any distractions, I want you to clear it out. It's like it's a little office space and you're the one that's in there. If there's anything else in there, if there's people you're thinking about or situations or circumstances, I want you to tell them all to get out of your head. Clean that space. And I want you to pour in that white joy energy. My thoughts are joyous. My actions are loving. And I'm happy on this planet. Smile a big smile. Good. Okay. So now you can gently open your eyes. Welcome back. And I want you, just for a moment, to just pause this video if you want to, and get centered and write down anything that you want to write down. Anything that you noticed, you saw, any messages you got, anything that you want to write down. And you, throughout the weeks, you'll be able to, or even comment on this video how this experience was for you. And also when we do the other live videos, you can bring any of that information with you to share, because I'll be answering questions from there. Now, before we go, I want to give you a little bit of practice, because I want you to start working through some of these chakras. So today, I want to leave you with chakra practice, and I want you to pick one chakra to focus on. It can be any chakra you want, anything you want, to focus on that. You're going to do maybe a 5 or 10 minute meditation focusing on that chakra, even surrounding yourself with the colors that might be that chakra. You can find a video that might represent that chakra on YouTube. I'm going to be doing some videos later. They're not created yet, but I have it in my mind, different meditations to go with each chakra. Then here's what you're going to do. You're going to bring your attention to that area. You're going to focus your attention on that chakra, and you're going to make sure that it's clean, it's clear, it's spinning, and it's balanced, okay? You're going to picture it opening and spinning, so it's all in alignment with all the other chakras. And then I want you to do this. This is another little piece of homework for you. Is I want you to figure out right now in your life, what are the problems that you're dealing with every single day? I just wish this thing would go away. I wish I could sleep at night. I wish I had more money. I wish my boyfriend wasn't such a toad. I wish that this. What is the thing, the big main top 1 or 2 or 3 even problems that you're dealing with currently in your life right now? Could be relationships, health, money, physical objects. My car keeps breaking down. Then find out, get all the way down to the bottom of that problem and find out which chakra that belongs to. And then maybe you work on that chakra, okay? And then you work on cleaning and clearing, and you watch how that chakra is going to shift. Now, these are the upcoming videos. So you're going to join me live. If this is interesting to you, please like the video, share the video, invite your friends over here to the meditation room, and let's help each other. Let's help each other really elevate our lives. So these are going to be, it's called Chakra Chat, and we're going to be discovering and going deeper into each of the 7 chakras. So the root chakra is about trust, safety, finding your purpose. The sacral chakra will be the week after, talking about creativity, your sex life, and your desires. The solar plexus is your inner power, fear, and control, and that just means self-control or how your desire to control others. The heart chakra, love, passion, and compassion. Throat chakra, communication, healing, and self-expression, which is a big one for me. Third eye is intuition, seeing the truth, and unlocking your psychic abilities. Your crown chakra is inner wisdom, inspiration, and connectedness, where we're all interconnected. So first, let me thank you for being here. I encourage you to do the practice. I encourage you to try to get in it as best as you can. I also want to let you know that some of the tools that we sell in the meditation room can absolutely assist you in balancing and cleaning and clearing your chakras. I will have some information coming about, and you can look this up, about which stones, like gemstones, or which items go with which chakra. Like I wear sandalwood and sometimes tiger eye, but I really love sandalwood. I burn sandalwood incense. I use sandalwood mala beads. That helps me to feel grounded and kind of instill that I have a purpose and I belong on this planet, because that is, root chakra is a big issue of mine. So you're going to find out as we go along which gemstones go with which chakra. And we are carrying those in the meditation room. So if you are moved at this point or any point to go check out our shop, to go see if there's anything in there that resonates with you that can help you to open and clean and clear that chakra, go check it out, because all of that stuff's going to help you to really start moving. And remember what I said is, you moving that energy is going to be way faster to show up physically in your life than moving it physically. So we use mala beads to help focus our intention about what it is that we're doing, and it could just be to clean and clear that chakra. And then make sure you're asking any questions. You can do it in the comments below. You can send us a message or an email, and join us live. I'm going to have I'll let you know. I'll either send out an email or I'll send out a post on the meditation room Facebook page to let you know when those videos are coming, so you can stay tuned, you can get involved. And also, if you have any desires, if you are really successful in one of your chakras, or something happens, something happens, please share it with us, because there's going to be other people on the call or on the video or in this room that are looking for inspiration, and I would love to have you share that with us, because that would be awesome for us. So stay tuned. I look forward to diving a little bit deeper into this and assisting you in any way I can. If you are finding that these videos are helpful and you want to connect with me personally, I do offer a service of coaching. It is on a sliding scale, so we just work out a price that works for you, and however many times you want to meet. I usually do it over the phone because emotions surface, but also you can get a little bit more comfortable when we're not staring at each other face to face. But I would love to be able to offer that service to you, and I work with energy to help release those limiting beliefs or any negative thoughts, past emotional trauma, to alleviate you physically and emotionally, and to connect spiritually. So I look forward to serving you. I look forward to doing these videos because it's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of really good information to help you. So take care, ask any questions, leave any comments, and I will see you on the next video where we're going to dive into the root chakra. Talk to you guys later.